We had our first significant snowfall for the season this week, and it really got me thinking about how much my life has changed since coming to Canada. Hello everyone, my name is Kola. I have lived in Canada for over 25 years. Welcome back to this side of life. And if you're new here, welcome to the Wise Tribe, and thank you all for joining me today. So in today's video, I will be sharing some of the things I've stopped doing, some of the things I no longer do as a Nigerian Christian who has lived in Canada for over a quarter of a century. Make sure to watch till the end of this video for one thing that I think is the most important. And you be the judge whether or not this is for better or for worse. Here we go. So the first thing that I no longer do as a Christian living in Canada for so long is I no longer go to church every day of the week. I remember back when I was in Nigeria, every single day there was something happening in church. It was Sunday service, something on Monday, Tuesday Bible study, Wednesday there was something, Thursday there was Bible study, Friday there was vigil, and then Saturday was choir practice and preparation for Sunday. So yeah, almost every day I was in church. But nowadays in Canada, I don't go to church every day of the week. I go on the Sunday and then some other day during the week. And sometimes we have church meetings that are not every week, like they may be every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, like that. So that is one big change that I have seen in my life coming to Canada. Number 2 is I do not have to go to church dressed up like I'm going to a fashion parade. Yes, like when I was in Nigeria, many people were all about what you wore to church on Sunday. But here in Canada, I can just wear a t-shirt and my jeans and go to church, and nobody's going to look at me. Nobody's going to wonder what happened to me. Is she okay? Or anything like that. That's another thing that I don't do as a Christian here in Canada. I don't have to worry myself about wearing the best clothes or most gorgeous apparel to church on Sunday. I think that actually promotes people focusing on the wrong things when they are in church, like, who's wearing the best dresses, who has the best car and such, which is what the Bible actually calls worldliness. It also encourages competition, and yet the Bible says that we should not compare ourselves to ourselves, because if we do so, we are not wise. All right, the third thing that I no longer do as a Christian in Canada is treat my pastor as God. I think this is something that really is a problem in places like where I come from in Nigeria, where yes, we should honor our pastors, our leaders in the church, but we should not honor them to the point of putting them in the place of God, right? I have heard stories about people who, before they can talk to their pastor, they have to kneel down in front of them to talk to them. I mean, in Canada, where I go to church, I can actually call my pastor by his name. And that doesn't mean that I do not respect him or I do not honor him as my pastor. Even though as a Nigerian, the Nigerian in me will not do that. I will always still call him Pastor so and so. But like the Bible says, we should not make any man our God or our Father here on earth. We should not put anybody in place of God. That is actually referred to in the Bible as idolatry. So it is not right. It is actually a sin. So I don't do that as a Christian in Canada. The next thing that I do not do as a Christian in Canada is that I no longer see some people as more superior than others. I think my years here in Canada have taught me that every one of us are essentially the same. At our core, we are the same. We all have the same desires. We all have the same needs. And as such, we shouldn't feel superior to other people. Like back in the home country, there's a lot of tribalism, and also in these parts of the world, there's racism. But my time here has taught me to see people as the same, no matter where they're from, no matter what the color of their skin is, no matter what their social status is, we are all the same. In the eyes of God especially, we are all the same. And I always say that we are all going to the same heaven. And when we leave this world, it's not going to matter how much money you had. It's not going to matter what was the color of your skin. Were you from Africa or America or Europe? It's not going to matter. All that is going to matter is how did you live your life and what did you do with Jesus. And then the next thing that I no longer do as a Christian in Canada is I no longer spend hours and hours in church at a time. Like, my Sunday services are not like 4 hours long or 5 hours long. Sunday service for me now in Canada is maximum an hour and a half. And in that 1 hour and a half, we will do worship, we will pray, we will hear the word, and we will fellowship. And at the end of it, I can point to what I gained from the sermon, even though the sermon was like maybe 30 minutes or 35 minutes. But it is powerful and impactful. It is not by elongating the time for the sermon that will make it effective on the listeners, but it is in the power of the word and in the delivery of the word. And an hour and a half, and I get everything that I need on a Sunday. I don't need to be there for hours and hours and hours. And then I can fellowship and talk to people and do other things that glorify God on a Sunday. So that's another thing that I no longer do. Spend hours in church at once. And the next one is I no longer go for vigils every Friday or every month or drive like 100 kilometers to go and attend a vigil. I do still attend prayer meetings. I do still attend some vigils, but I no longer attend as many vigils as I used to attend now that I am in Canada. So yes, that's one other thing that has changed for me since I came to Canada. My battery died and I had to change my battery. Back to the video. So finally for this video and the things that I no longer do as a Christian living in Canada is, and this is the one that I think is one of the most important. I no longer think that you can only evangelize by approaching random people on the street or in the bus or somewhere and just talking about the gospel. And yeah, let me explain. So yeah, one of the things that I've learned since coming to Canada is evangelism by an acronym called B.L.E.S.S. That's B.L.E.S.S. And the thinking with this is that when you want to preach the gospel to somebody, you begin with prayer, which is the B. Begin with prayer. Pray for them. If you have identified somebody that you want to talk to about the gospel, start by praying for them. Then you listen to them, cultivate a relationship with them. You listen to them, talk about their problems, their issues, or even their wins, or just, have a conversation, go for coffee, go for lunch, invite them to your house, go to their own house, go places together, and then E is eat together. There's power in when you have a meal together with somebody. Discussing over a meal is always a great way to build relationship with people. And then S is you serve them, right? You do things for them, help them with one thing or the other. Like for example, there are many opportunities here to support people on the streets, to support women who are on the streets, in the red light districts, people who are sick in the hospital, to support people who are in the prisons. So you serve people, you do things for them. And then you tell your story, which is where you now talk about the gospel of Jesus Christ. So yeah, I have learned that talking to random people about Christ is not the only way that you can preach the gospel. I'm not saying you cannot do that. Yes, you can do that. And there are sometimes when you feel led to do that, when you just meet somebody randomly and you feel led to tell them about the gospel. But I'm saying this is another way that I have learned that you can actually preach the gospel. And there's actually a book about it. And I'll link the book down in the comment section below if you want to get it as well. So yeah, my life has really changed since I came to Canada. And so these are just some of the things that I wanted to talk about today, about what has changed and what I no longer do as a Christian who has lived in Canada for this many years. So that's it for today. You be the judge. Let me know. Do you think I am worse off or I'm better off as a Christian living in Canada? Please let me know in the comment section below. I really want to know. Share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload new videos. Also, stay tuned to this channel for much more interesting content coming your way. Until I come your way again, until the next video, you go out and make it the best days of your life. Bye!